Hey guys, it's Alicia, and I am back with another 2-ingredient dough bomb recipe. This one is gonna be for breakfast bombs. I love breakfast stuff, so I thought it'd be fun to make a breakfast bomb. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I love making these bombs. I have several videos that I've done already on them. I will link those up above and down below if you have not seen them. But yeah, I just really love these. Not only are these yummy, but they are fun to make and they are fun to eat. One of the main reasons I like making these is because my kiddo loves them. He thinks they're a lot of fun, and it kind of gets him to eat things that he would typically maybe not eat because they are in these fun little bombs. I just love making these, and I thought I would show you the newest one that I'm gonna be making. So let me jump in here and show you what you're gonna need to make these. First off, you're gonna need a batch of 2-ingredient pizza dough. Now, I've shown this a million times. I will link the video where I show making it up above and down below so you can see if you haven't seen it. But it is just non-fat, plain Greek yogurt, and self-rising flour mixed together. That's all there is to that dough. Very, very simple, but very good dough. So you're gonna need a batch of that, and you're also gonna need a little extra self-rising flour to roll out and knead your dough. I always allow for 1/8 of a cup when I figure these recipes into the recipe builder, because you are gonna need a little bit to roll this out and knead it. Okay, first off, you are going to need 4 large eggs. You're also gonna need 1/4 cup roughly of non-fat plain Greek yogurt for the egg mixture. You could basically put whatever you want in these, really. I'm gonna be doing Canadian bacon, veggies, and cheese. So I'm gonna be using 8 slices of this Canadian bacon. And then for veggies, I've got roughly a cup, probably a little more actually. That's about a 1/2 cup chopped red onion. And then I've got about 1/4 cup chopped red bell pepper and 1/4 cup chopped green bell pepper. You could use whatever type of veggies you want. This is what I've got on hand, but I would think mushrooms, spinach, just whatever you want to put in these would be good. But you're gonna want about a cup of chopped veggies. Then I'm also gonna be using some reduced fat Fiesta blend cheese. Now, this is the first time that I have found reduced fat cheese at Walmart, or my Walmart anyway. They never have reduced fat cheese. I have been buying all my reduced fat cheese at Kroger. They have a 40% reduced fat Fiesta blend or Mexican blend that I really like. But I wanted to try this one out because it is the same points as the Kroger brand and a little bit cheaper. So I'm gonna be using 1/2 cup of this and then a little fresh ground black pepper. You could salt your eggs too if you want, but I am not gonna be doing that. So that's everything I'm gonna be using to make these. Let me show you how I'm gonna do them. First thing I'm gonna do is take 8 slices of this Canadian bacon, and then I'm gonna just cut it up into little pieces. Like that. Now I'm gonna take my eggs and add them to a bowl. And then I'm gonna whisk those up real well. And now I'm gonna take a couple tablespoons of this and put it in this little dish here. I'm gonna be using this to brush on the top of the bombs later. Now I'm gonna add in about 1/4 cup of that non-fat plain Greek yogurt, and I'm gonna whisk that in there real well. Okay, now I'm gonna set this aside. In a large frying pan here, I'm gonna take my Canadian bacon and my veggies, and I'm gonna add a little fresh black pepper to it. And then I'm gonna just stir this around in here and let it cook for a couple minutes until that Canadian bacon starts to brown a little bit and those veggies start to soften up. And then while those veggies and Canadian bacon are cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and get my dough going here. So I'm gonna take my ball and I'm gonna just cut it into 8 equal parts, or as close to 8 equal parts as I can get. And then I'm gonna take each one of those parts and I'm going to, on a lightly floured surface here, roll those out into roughly 5-inch diameter circles. Okay, now I'm gonna add in my eggs. And I'm gonna just cook these for another couple minutes. And I'm just cooking these on a medium-low heat. Okay, that looks good. So now I'm gonna turn off the heat and set these aside until I'm done with my dough. I've got 4 of these rolled out. So now I'm gonna take my egg mixture and I'm gonna put probably about 4 tablespoons in the middle here. Followed by a tablespoon of cheese. And then I'm gonna just fold the edges up and kind of crimp this together closed. Fold it, tuck it, that, and flip it. So I'm gonna do that with the rest of these. And now that I've got them all done up, I'm gonna take my beaten egg here and brush some of that on the tops and sides of these. And that's just so that they will brown up nicely. I'm gonna be doing mine in my air fryer, so I've got my basket here. Maybe over here. And I'm going to spray it with a little bit of olive oil, just so these don't stick. And then I'm gonna place these in my air fryer. Now, if you don't have an air fryer and you wanna do these in your oven, that is fine too. I will put bake time and temp down in the description box below for oven. But I'm gonna cook these in my air fryer at 400 for about 5 minutes. And then I will check them and be back. Here they are at 5 minutes. I'm thinking they're looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them out. And then I'm gonna finish up my other 4 here. And then I will be back. I wanted to show you also that I ended up with this much filling, just a very small amount. So I would definitely say 4 tablespoons of mixture per bomb. I probably could have squeezed that in somewhere, but that's what I ended up with. That's my kind of biggest issue with making these bomb recipes, is trying to figure out exactly how much filling I'm going to end up with the ingredients that I'm using. Sometimes it's hard to get that just right, but this time was pretty close, I think, just ending up with that small amount of mixture. And here is my second batch. As you probably noticed, they're a little more brown than the first. I didn't preheat my air fryer first. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. And that obviously makes a difference because this was already heated up from the first batch and they browned up a little nicer. So with my air fryer, I really probably should preheat mine first to get a nicer result look-wise. All right, I've got a serving size of these, which is 2 bombs. And I went ahead and cut one open so you can see what they look like inside real well. And the points on these are gonna be 8 points on green and just 5 on blue and purple. I'll go ahead and go see if I can track my hubby down and he can do a little taste test on these. As usual, I am fasting right now. It is only 12:45 and I'm not eating until 2 today, so I gotta just smell these and not eat them, but I'll go see if I can find him and have him taste them for us. Okay, I found him. Say hi.
Hi.
Whoa, that's really zoomed in on you. Let's Oh, there's Bella. Bella's hardly ever around anymore, so I gotta show her.
Hi, Bella.
Because she's always getting annoyed with this guy right here. Anyway, okay. Go ahead and give those a try. They are 8 points for 2.
Smells good.
Yeah, they smell really good.
Mmm.
These are the times I don't like fasting.
Mm-hmm.
Good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Mm. So I think we've established that like the dough tastes better in the air fryer
Yes.
than the oven. I'm seeing that really nice flavor on the dough.
And if you notice, some of those are browner than the others. I didn't preheat the air fryer on the first batch, and they're not as brown as these.
And then, you know, I'm really getting the Canadian bacon,
Yeah.
which is lovely. And the peppers are nice. I mean, I like that. This is kind of like an omelet.
Denver is a Denver
I think
omelet.
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's kind of a classic combination of stuff. But as I said, you can do whatever you want in these. I would think.
Sausage, kielbasa.
Yeah, sausage.
No meat.
Different meats, no meat, different veggies. There's
Jalapenos.
Ooh, jalapenos would have been good. I should have thought of that for you. Lots of different ways you could do these. This was just the one that I thought to do because it is kind of more of a basic one. Thought it'd be a fun one to start with, but you like then, huh? Mm-hmm. All right, another bomb success, I would call it. 2 ingredient dough breakfast bombs. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Say bye, Rocky.
Goodbye.
He says no, I will not say goodbye.